What's the best Magic the Gathering deck of all time? Good question. We wanted to know as well, so we bought every single standard deck that won a World Championship and we played them against each other. And again, and again, and again. So we played 5 rounds of Swiss and we cut to a top 8, and then we're bringing you now all the elimination rounds. So this is the first set of the quarterfinals and we're picking our decks at random right now, and yes. I really hope I don't get the prismatic black one.
Okay, so the deck that I wanted to play so badly in this what's the best standard deck of all time World Series was Rakdos Vehicle that Javier Dominguez won Worlds in 2018, because I practiced with Javier together. I also competed in that Worlds. Didn't finish as good as Javier, of course, but we practiced over 200 mirror matches of Rakdos, which was the most popular deck at the time. I remember going to Valencia, his home, for like 1 week prior to the event. We just played the whole day. We came up with this killer deck list, very precise cyber plan for play draw. The deck had a really interesting approach where it was aggressive on the play, control-ish on the draw. So the sideboard was just so good, really, you know, adapting to every plan. I'm excited to play it again. Of course, I haven't played this deck for over 5 years, so very happy to play this deck. I brought my cards, the one that I played 5 years ago in Vegas, so here we go.
We start off the series by me playing Abzan Control against Andrea's Black-Red Vehicles, and Abzan Control is definitely one of the strongest standards deck because it combines so many powerful planeswalkers and removal spells and creatures, so I'm quite happy getting to play that deck. Obviously, there was also an aggressive variant of that deck in that time, but I'm gonna play the more slower version with lots of Elspeth and 4 and 5 mana sweepers, so I'm really good with getting the game to a long pace and then grind out Andrea with all of the planeswalkers. And for that we have Elspeth and we have Siege Rhino that stabilizes the board immediately, and we have so many other very powerful creatures with Nissa that turns into a planeswalker. But besides that, we also have a lot of great removal spells. We have Hero's Downfall, Ultimate Prize, Languish, Abzan Charm, you name it. We have easy way of dealing with the board and then dealing with Andrea.
Hello, Thoralf.
Hello, Andrea.
Welcome to this top 8 world's best decks.
Yeah, first game, first match. We're starting off after so many rounds of Swiss.
Let's go. Higher begins.
Okay. You're very robotic today.
Yeah.
He did do some practice throws and he would have won all of them, I think.
Yeah, I think I wasted all my luck in the practice rolls. All right, you begin. Good luck.
On my first hand, you already see the powerful deck. We have 3 lands, 1 of the temples, so my draw is gonna be really smooth. We have an Abzan Charm, which could be in a removal spell or a draw 2. We have Languish in case the board gets too big, and then we top it off with Elspeth. I'm very happy with that hand. All right, I keep.
My first hand is good. It doesn't have a third land, it needs a third land to function, but even if I break on turn 3, I still have another 2 drops to play. I'm gonna keep this hand. Me too, you can start.
And I will start off with a card I haven't played in a long while. Basically any of the temples. That was such good lands.
Temple of My Lady.
My Lady.
It used to be actually expensive all those times, do you remember?
I remember in blue-white we played like off-color temples just for the scribe. I think we don't want this one.
All right.
And you go ahead.
I'll start as well. Draw. A mountain, your turn.
Shoop. Draw. Scry again.
Okay.
And we don't want this one.
You're taking it slow.
And go ahead. I mean, this is a control deck. I have nothing to do.
Green, red-black land, and I'll play a Karizev Skyship Raider.
Ooh.
The first appearance of Ragavan in Magic.
That's true. Would you have known that back then? Like, now he's one of the most hated.
People would quit the format because of that little thing on the Karizev.
I'll play a Windswept Heath.
Windswept Heath pass. All right. Untap, draw. I would like to go to combat.
That works.
All right, I finally get to show you. Karizev meets the future here with a Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer.
Or just a token.
You exile the top card. No, yeah, it's a token, don't worry at home.
But it's one of the most expensive tokens you can have.
They just reprinted it, so the price is just dropping, as you can see on Cardmarket.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
All right, you got a 17. And end of combat, Ragavan dies.
This should have been like a modern. It's like attack dies.
No, it doesn't die end of turn, end of combat. Then I'll play a land and I'll play a Pianalar. Results?
That resolves.
I get a Thopter and pass the turn.
End of turn. And we'll go to 16. I'll get the Plains.
Okay.
And then I will play an Abzan Charm.
What modes?
I will distribute 2 counter. Well, the only mode I really can. I lose 2, go to 14, and draw 2.
Ah, you're helping me now. I like it.
1, 2. Okay. And then on 3, for my draw step, I don't think I want to take another damage, and that's why we're going to cast
All right. That's okay. They're coming back.
Go ahead. What do you mean they're coming back?
They're not. I'll tap and draw. The creatures are coming back. I'll play an Ether Hub. I don't think I bet the energy token, but it's okay. We can just put a counter on this.
Sure. You have an energy.
I have an energy. And then I'll play a Chandra Torch Defiance.
I assumed it was Chandra. Yes.
I'm gonna get 2 red mana.
Ooh.
And I'll play his Scrappy Scrap. It's your turn.
Ah, I just cleaned the board and it still looks so bad. We definitely have to cast something. We'll cast a Siege Rhino.
Alright, the first of the many. 17 to 17.
If I only play Siege Rhinos from now on, could you beat that?
Maybe.
And I will play a fetch land, and it's your turn.
I'll tap and draw. I'm gonna start by attacking, see if Sora blocks. If he does, I'll -3 Chandra. If he doesn't, well, we'll see how the line will work, but I don't really want to play Cut the Ribbons and -3 Chandra. I think I can do better than that. I will start by attacking with the Scrap Heap. If you block, maybe.
All right, hit me.
You get a 14 again. Yes. And then post-combat, I will exile the top card. It's about my Courier.
Oh, I should have done a pre-combat.
I think I can cast it. It's better than 1 damage. Now play a land and I'll play another mythic rare. So we're killing Phoenix.
Ooh.
And pass to you.
I'll draw. Siege Rhino has 5 toughness, so if I attack Chandra and Andrea tries to double block with Phoenix and the Bomat Courier, I can destroy the Phoenix with Ultimate Prize, but then I can't really cast Language because that would also kill my Siege Rhino. So in that case, I would quite have the problematic turn after because I do need to get rid of the token from the Phoenix. But I also want to deal damage to Chandra, so not attacking is not really an option. Luckily, it's really risky with Andrea tapped out to double block my Siege Rhino and then just lose one of the cards. So I'm quite sure Andrea won't block and we can make that attack, then kill Phoenix with Ultimate Prize and then Language the whole board. So I'm fairly sure that works out quite well. We'll play a Forest and attack the Chandra.
That's fine. I'll let Chandra go down to 2. I don't think double blocking is a good idea.
After combat.
13.
Take 1. Get a Forest, and I will Ultimate Prize the Phoenix.
Alright, it dies. Leaves a token.
Language everything.
Can you languish everything? Okay.
Take 1. Go to 12. The Siege Rhino survives because it has a nice ass.
Alright, so it's 17 to 12. Untap and draw. Exile the top card of my deck. Ooh, great draw here. I'll play a Goblin Chainwhirler. You get an 11. And then I'll play a Cut the Ribbons on the Siege Rhino, which has a damage on it.
Good Chainwhirler.
Yeah. An Ether Hub and pass the turn.
Good Chainwhirler, my friend. Draw.
6.
We're gonna take 1 more.
Elspeth.
Go to 10.
Alright. One of the best planeswalkers of all time.
Claim fetch land. She goes to 5, and we get 3 soldiers. It's funny how like some cards from some formats, like they've never been in the same format.
Right.
But this one is so good against Elspeth. It's pretty cool how this develops.
I'll draw.
Yes, sir.
Alright, pick up.
It does get very dangerous in life totals.
I guess I'll play it Hazoret.
Can't go to that. Don't forget to have only 1 or 3 cards in your hand.
I'll play a Kenyan's Loud, so I have 2 cards in hand. I'll attack you with both.
That explains a lot about your hand. Yep, we're gonna block 1 of each.
Yep.
Nothing tramples. So that's fine.
It's your turn.
So what is the last card in your hand when you play a land?
I mean, it's a spell.
But literally can't be any other.
It's a spell.
Yeah. But it can also not be a spell that costs 1 or 2.
All right.
Because you would have played that.
Yeah.
So we can narrow your hand down to a lot of things.
Yeah. That's good.
Probably another Chandra or something.
Could be.
Could be. We'll draw a card. Play this and stuff.
Okay.
Tap this. Get a forest.
Yep.
Play forest, and that flips this up.
Yes.
Oh, that deck was so fun. So I can reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land card, I put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, I put it in your hand, or make a 4/4 Ashaya. Not trampling, which would be important. I'm at 10, so Hazoret is kind of an issue. So we're definitely gonna attack Chandra for 1.
3.
And then I think we're good on the card front, and we really want to put some pressure, so we're gonna put that down to 1, make a Ashaya. I will get an Ashaya, which is a 4/4. I will take up Elspeth, which is a soldier.
All right.
Which makes them soldiers. And now I have to think. So now I actually have to make the decision of dealing with Hazoret now or in Andrea's turn. There are both ups and downsides to each. If I deal with a Hazoret now, then I don't take damage from the ability, meaning that I save some life and my board state is quite good. But on the other side, if I pass, Andrea has to use the mana to get rid of the cards or maybe play some cards, and I would have to delay to get more information. Maybe he has the Glory Ringer and I want to exile the Glory Ringer. So there are certainly some ups and downsides, but I think it's better to deal with Hazoret right now, because I don't want to take the damage, right? I'm uncomfortable 10 life, so that means once I do take more damage from Chandra, I don't really get in the situation where I have to deal with not having enough life. And as my final card, we come to the card I actually drew this turn.
Which
exiles.
Abzan Charm exiles Hazoret. Yes, indeed.
And it's your turn.
End of turn, I would like to reanimate the Scrappy Scrounger, exiling opponent.
Yeah.
Untap and draw. I did some math, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I give Chandra mana or if I flip to exile, maybe if I just +1 and it has a good spell, I'm gonna cast that one. I wanna use Cut a Ribbon, spend 8 mana, put Thoralf down to 2, and then I have a second Chandra backup to kill him. But please, Thoralf, please don't draw a Siege Rhino. I'll start by exiling my top card. 2 damage to you.
8.
8. And just play a land.
So that you must have drawn, as we figured.
I think my best play here is simply to cut the ribbons you for 6.
Oh, there was a cut in the graveyard. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about that one. I'm really happy now that I dealt with Hazoret in my turn.
So you go to 2 life.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn.
We'll draw a card. That doesn't do much. No. Okay, we're gonna plus Nisser. Bioblight.
Wow, that art I've seen before, so I was so scared.
So I feel like I have to be quick. I will
Definitely kill the Chandra.
Yeah, Bioblight the Chamber.
Yes.
And since I'm gonna make tokens anyway, and I'm winning the very next turn, I don't see how I have a way to get out of dying to everything. So we'll attack Chandra for 4. And
me for 4.
You for 4.
Yeah, I got 13.
And then I will make more and play a Nissa. Unfortunately, I don't have another forest.
Yeah, it's funny how these two can stay and play together.
Yeah, but I actually don't want to. I want to have a creature anyway. So,
all right,
go ahead.
I'll untap.
Don't do me wrong.
And draw. And Chandra.
Yeah, I missed the shot.
Deals 2 damage to you.
Yeah.
With the +1. Yeah, that was exactly lethal. I couldn't really lose many damage on the way.
Sideboarding here is kind of interesting because I actually don't mind having every card in my main deck. Even Thoughtseize, even though Andrea is kind of an aggressive deck, is fine. there's also the chance that Andrea sideboards into a more controlling version where Thoughtseize gets much better, but unfortunately Andrea's deck is also very capable to have very aggressive draws, so I can't really afford to draw multiple Thoughtseizes in the deck, so I can see on the play keeping like 1 or 2, and on the draw I would board out all of them. I also want to take in some cards because I know Andrea is gonna board in some planeswalkers, so I want to have creatures that can pressure them. So I want to have the Fleeceman line and the Duress, which is kind of a better Thoughtseize, and the Solemn just for his lifelink ability. Taking out cards is also kind of interesting because you have a lot of cards that are very situational. We have Languish, we have Tragic Arrogance, and even having so many removal spells can be detrimental because if Andrea resolves a Karn or a Chandra, they don't do much if it's like an Ultimate Prize or Language, and that makes me lose the game in the long run because those planeswalkers get way more advantage than my removal spells in hand. So I do want to have some because he plays like a Glorybringer or a Chainwheeler. I need to get rid of them as soon as possible, but I really only want to have 1 or 2 during the course of the game.
As I said in the intro, one of the great things of this deck was its adaptability with the opponent deck, with the play draw. So here, I'm on the draw, so Bomaker are not exciting. Thoralf deck has a lot of exile effects, so both Hazoret and Rekindling Phoenix will go out. And I have a great control plan to bring in. I have Duress, Doomfall, Planeswalkers, 5-drop. I'm very excited to play this deck post sideboard.
All right, we sideboarded. I hope it gets better.
Good luck. Good luck for the second game. Want the draw again.
Game 2 starting hand, I mean, kind of looks like the game 1 starting hand. We have 3 lands, we have good selection, very powerful cards, Siege Rhino, Nissa, and a removal spell. Again, I couldn't be much happier. This is exactly what the deck wants. I will keep.
And yeah, this is what I meant with my control-ish sideboard hand. I have a Doomfall to control, a Karn to do card advantage, and then an Eldest Reborn. Maybe I can kill something as big as a Siege Rhino with it. Yeah, me too.
And I will do the scry thing again, and do not want this one.
Wow, look at this. I have the same land, but it doesn't scry.
Well, it semi-scries later.
Yeah, I guess.
Play 10 steps.
Ooh, it's like a triumph.
Perfect mana.
It's like a triumph, but this is a cycle.
This is how lands evolved is so fun.
Yeah. I will simply play my Scrap Heap and pass to you.
I'll draw. There's not much you can do about it, so I'll play this and get a 4.
Yeah,
it's a good card.
That's a good district guide right there.
Get the forest. Go ahead.
On top and draw. Alright, so I have this Doomfall. I could use it to exile Thoralf's Nissa and attack, but I think my Doomfall here needs to be better, needs to deal with an Elspeth or a Siege Rhino. So I'm just attacking, offering the trade, and whatever happens, I'm just gonna use Doomfall for the Thoughtseize mode. Quite expensive, but still effective. I'll kick things off with an attack, offering you the trade.
I don't think I want to trade.
You don't want to trade? Okay,
I think I'm
long plans with that, Nissa.
17.
I'll play an expensive discard spell, but one that gives discard anything. Doomfall. I'll exile. Yes, this was exactly what I was thinking. Exile your Siege Rhino.
All right.
You have Cursor and Elspeth. That's a lot of good cards. You can go.
Untap, draw, we'll snack for 2, play the Cursor.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, take the life. Go to 18. Scry. Do I want Land over Elves? No, that seems bad. And then have a Languish. Alright.
On top and draw. I'll go for a land and I'll play a Karn Silent Urza. Going up to 6, revealing 2 cards, one of them in my hand, the other with a silver counter exiled.
You can have a swamp.
Yeah, so I'll take these cards with a silver counter.
I guess we can do this.
Yeah, sure.
For now.
Yeah, it's cleaner. I'll pass you. Alright. My Scrap Heap got break walled.
A tempo. I think we can play a tempo, right? Yeah. Okay, alright, 19. Scry the Sin Step to the bottom. Find another tempo.
That was a lot of lands in a row.
Yeah. I think we're gonna attack Karn.
Carl.
Hello.
And pass it.
Untap. Draw. Okay, so this turn is going to be insane. Like, I'm gonna just crush Thoralf here. I have Duress for the Elspeth, which of course you know, was coming down next turn. And then I'm gonna go Chandra plus a Braid underneath that. This way I'll pass the turn with a Planeswalker on 3 loyalty and a Planeswalker on 5, so that, sure, Thoralf can ears down for one of my 2 Planeswalkers, but cannot take down the other one. Karn Sign of Urza just ticking up, giving me land drops, giving me spells, just over and over. This is great. Alright, I'll kick it and go by attack, as this card cannot block.
16.
You get a 16. Send the card to 3, revealing 2 cards, Scrap Heap, and a Braid.
You get a Scoundrel.
Then I'll play the Swamp, and I'll play the rest, because I don't like your Elspeth at all.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Gone.
And then I will continue with a Chandra Fortress Defiance.
Yeah.
Adding 2 mana and upgrading your need.
Unfortunately, it also works.
And I'll pass to you.
Then we'll have to kill them.
Yep. Draw Temple.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess you can bottom it. Oh, we'll play it, sure.
Yeah.
You get a 17. Oh, come on.
Well, we're gonna have to take Karn and not play anything.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
On top and draw. My card goes up again, revealing either hub or another land. Take the Ether hub, play it, attack for 2, 14.
14.
And then I'll play a card that resembles very much, the most recent print, the Eldest Reborn.
Oh god, I love that card.
Very similar to the new Shieldred. I think the new Shieldred, right, comes to play, does something, and then does a lot more.
I love this card.
Yeah, so it's gonna take down your Corsair prefix.
Yes.
What's that?
I have issues with this situation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the control plan of this deck was so good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
I would draw my hand before the turn.
I know.
Scry. What do you get, a Planeswalker?
Each opponent discards a card, it doesn't matter. And then I reanimate the Planeswalker, yeah. What's that?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I don't think that is good enough. So we're gonna decline it. Yeah, go.
On top, draw, you discard a card. Yes, I'll keep going up with the card. That's been doing a very good job for me.
Karazev.
Karazev in hand. Attack for 3.
11.
You go to 11. Play a Canyon's Slough, a Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Not even cycling your cycling hands.
Yeah, no, I still had all these. Yeah, you can go.
Okay. I'll play Languish.
Okay, my Scrap Heap will die.
Can you return 1?
Yeah.
At least that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I will exile 1 Scrap Heap to give back another.
Yeah.
On top?
Scrap Heap Violence.
Yeah, now I'll get back your Elspeth.
You can also get a Nissa, because when you play a land, then you get her.
No, that's not actually how it works.
I tried.
Yeah, I'll start by attacking.
8.
I'll Doomfold your hand. Is it 3 lands? Okay, I'm just checking.
They're just checking.
Just checking.
They didn't change.
Think up. We'll get a land.
You see? Now you could have flipped me.
I'll play a Karazev and pass to you.
Okay. Not sure what helps, but this ended.
Good game.
Yeah, that was still sweet. You build a strong deck, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little bit afraid because Siege Rhino is a 4/5. My whole deck deals 4 damage most of the time, like Lorebringer, Chandra, Cutter Ribbons.
The Chain Wheeler was quite convenient.
Yeah, that's true. And also the Elspeth was problematic, but that was a good game.
You made it happen. Now, unfortunately, Abzan is eliminated from this top 8 of World Championships decks of World Championship, right?
What's the best World Championship deck?
Yes, exactly. So that means Andrea's moving to the semifinals with black-red aggro. But on the next video, we have Ferris against blue-white, which is going to be also very exciting. Until then, you find more Andrea, obviously, on all of his channels on the YouTube. If you want to see him on Twitch every day in the mornings.
A lot of content.
Content. He's a machine. Pow, pow, pow. But also, if you want to see more Andrea here, or if you see more of us, click the like, subscribe button, write in the comments. You know the thing. Just send the invitation. We are gonna do the whole series. It's gonna be a playlist. So if you watch that from like 2049, there's still a lot of more videos you can watch. Go to the next one. See ya.